Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the CIS Minor Qualifier here. It's going to be Winstrike taking on Warthox here on the final map of this series. This map decides which team goes to the CIS Minor and which one heartbreaks and stands here with nothing. It will be Winstrike, the sort of team everyone would predict to go through to the Minor. They might not make it, but I think after the performance we've seen on Mirage, I think it's going to be a bit of a turnaround. I'm currently paused because there's some TeamSpeak issues on the Winstrike side of things, and hopefully they get resolved relatively quickly. I don't know about you guys, but I've never had as many TeamSpeak issues as these guys have in like one game in my entire life. One of the TeamSpeak issues CSGO players have is unbelievable. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the first round. It is going to be the pistol. One of these teams will end up making it to the Minor. The other will not, sadly. And both teams have fought hard for it. Warthox have impressed me. Winstrike with just the sheer experience and aim power and skill. In the last one, were able to win Mirage. Very well done indeed. But here we get into the pistol. It is going to be Warthox on the CT side. It's important that they get a good start here to try and keep it up against Winstrike, but the bomb has gone planted already. Jackpot will try and get a kill, and he will do so onto Bomb that gets out of the connector. So the man advantage is actually there for the CTs. They've drawn first blood here on Overpass. They're coming back in through Monster. 3 players from this avenue, but Winstrike, they've got the bomb planted, and Larentia goes post-plant. Norbit's got the trade kill. Edward follows up. It's Flash hitting the deck, and now it's into a 4v3. The man advantage is there as Norbert is able to get one. Problem finishes him off, and Gospodarov is able to drop Edward. It's into a 2v1. 1 player left. The time getting so low. It might as well be all over here as Problem will not be able to win the round. It's going to be Winstrike 1-0. And Kivik will add some insult to injury, taking away Problem at the end of the round as well. 1-0 Winstrike. They'll be happy about that start. They definitely needed it coming into this as well. I did restart, but the gun's not there still. Kind of strange, so we're going to have to deal with that. Let's be on the server side, which is quite unfortunate. And here we go. Winstrike 1 up so far on Overpass. We've seen a very dominant performance from them in the CIS Minor Qualifiers. We've seen them have a very solid win against one of the teams. 7, that's who it was. Who we've seen her play earlier today. They were actually very well done as well. So yeah, 7 or another team that sort of came through to this stage today and impressed. And here comes the push. It's going to be a right on in. Edward able to find Flash. That'll be a man advantage for the T side, as the bomb will get planted right in the middle as well.
Bomb has been planted.
And it will be Gospodarov rattling the shots, trying to pick up a kill, but it will not come through. And on the man advantage, and Winstrike will turn into a 2-round advantage. Gospodarov was a player that definitely impressed us throughout the earlier stages of this game, especially on that first map where he had a very solid performance indeed. Well, here it is, round number 3. It's going to be a little bit of a purchase on the CT side. How was Scout in the hands of Gospodarov carried on over utility. There's a little bit there to work with. Mostly we're going to be looking at Winstrike here, having a more solid buy. It should be a 3-0 lead. And that's generally how it goes if your opponent force buy into the second round. That's when you start to really walk away with it. There's the early pickup. Norbert able to grab that one. On towards short. Mincy has been finished off. Man advantage on the T side. Problem will get the trade back, and it's into a 4v4. To make its way on through, and there is the kill onto Problem. Man advantage on the T side. Flash is going to be here, but Gavik is going to pick him up. And so it's a 2-man advantage for the T side to work with. Not just over a minute on the clock. Not Winstrike. I've got the B-bomb site under control. Edward is confirming that there's no ninja in the barrels, because sometimes teams can fall to that. He goes Spadarov up towards heaven. There'll be a kill from Jackpot towards Bondik, towards the upper bomb site. He will be the only man up here, and Jackpot's just going to run away. We'll see what he can get done. They're going to be able to find the next round anyway. The line will finish him off. He will not be allowed to do anything more than that one kill. But of course, that one kill is already pretty decent for him. And so this is where Winstrike's buy is starting to look pretty good. This is what it flashed out. The money's starting to build up in the bank accounts as well in reserve. Warthox coming into this one will have the AWP for Gospodarov. The M4s, the AUGs, they're available to them alongside the utility. There's no kits though on the CT side. Hopefully that won't come back to bite them. As Winstrike are going to be sitting here with the full rifle setup. Edward keeping the Galil. They win this one. Winstrike will be feeling very happy about their chances of getting a solid start on Overpass. Norbert takes significant damage early through the wood though. Problem wants to really ring that home. And that'll be the headshot from Norbert. Looks over the top, and Problem has been spotted. His head has been torn off, and there's the man advantage for the T side. Someone who was quiet at the start of this series was Norbert, but towards the end of Mirage, he started to step up to another level. And if he can continue that here on Overpass, that could be a scary thing for Warthox. Is Mincy and Flash. They will find 2 kills. It's into a 3 versus 3 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. Bondik, he's going to be there to pick up the kill on the Flash. Man advantage pulled back for Winstrike. Norbert having a little picnic with his invisible gun yet again. And Jackpot's going to get so much information. He's pushed through all the way through Monster. He realizes it will be the A commit, but it's not really going to do too much for him here. Because Gospodarov is the only player here on A. He can't really get more than one guy to rotate over. Gospodarov just realizes they probably are coming towards A, so he'll play a little bit more passively. They'll go back towards stairs, maybe even bank, just to stay alive and increase the chances of winning this one. Winstrike, do they want to commit straight into the bomb site though? They're going to use the utility they have left. A couple of flashes. Bondik still has a smoke available to him if he wants to use it. And he will smoke off the middle of the bomb site. The bomb can get planted. I've already got a player pushed all the way through the stairs. So, kill onto Gospodarov. Fine. Jackpot will be finished off as well by Norbert. And that's the 4-0 start coming in from Winstrike. A really, really strong lead already building up for them in terms of the cash as well that's left in the bank. It's starting to look very solid. Warthox, I'm afraid it's starting to look pretty scary for them here. They had a very good showing, obviously winning the first map of the series on Nuke. It was a close one. Even a couple of runs that Winstrike could have won actually would have ended up giving them Nuke. You know, you have to think about the amount of runs that Warthox ended up winning were off the back of like USPs. If you win 16-14, that's such a small margin. It's still impressive to get the win under the belt nonetheless. So, shows that they have skill. Although Winstrike realistically are the team we expect to always make it through this. But there goes Norbert taking one, traded back by Problem. And now it is into the 3v3. Winstrike want to make their attention known over towards the B bomb site, where Edward has got the kill on the Problem. Jackpot able to pick up Edward, and look for a little bit more here as well, because the pistols are pulling this off. Bondik lines them up. Pulls the second, there it is. Damage control from Bondik. And 5-0 is the score here on the door for Winstrike. They nearly lost the pistols there, ladies and gentlemen. When we speak of the devil, the pistols are eyes. Here on the StarLadder 3 stream, when we finish the CIS region, the final map, the final best of 3 of the day will be coming up after this. It'll be Hawka, my usual commentary partner, who will be casting that final map on his own. So make sure you tell him how much you hate him. because that's very much appreciated. He loves it. He really loves getting all the hit thrown at him, so make sure you toss as much as you possibly can at him. He'll love it. And he's going to be got Spadarov picking over the top and middle. He will find Bondik. And that's going to be the man advantage already there for the CT side. Would be a good turnaround if they could get a few here. Double up setup is definitely something they can throw into the mix every now and then and hope that it gets you enough done. And there goes the shot from Gospodarov onto Kvik. Man advantage doubled here on the CT side. It's Edward, Norbert, and Elian. Now left into the 3v5 situation. We've seen them recover from more difficult clutches, you could say. 2v4s was Edward and Bondik on Mirage. That one was definitely a masterclass on how to play those types of scenarios. So, Flash is going to be in here towards the B-bomb site. He'll be sitting with the AUG, waiting for Norbert to come into his crosshair, and there's a pickup from Flash. Man advantage has been tripled. Now Edward and Elian is going to try to walk their way in towards this side of the map. Jackpot has picked up Elian. And now Edward is the last man standing in a 1v4. And he will not be allowed anything into this one. Finished off by Mincy, 5-1. Warthox, the double lot setup. Gospodarov has one problem with another. There's going to be the rifles there available to the CT side. I'm going to have to see if they can get themselves another one. If they can put two together, that's a good start. But Elian spots the head from Mincy. They were going for a little bit of aggression. Mincy was trying to get up close personal, try and cause a couple of problems with their proactiveness. I'd like to see that, but it has been spotted by a line. Predicted it. Takes the angle, and that is going to be a kill from Flash. Edward able to get one, but at least Jackpot has kept it even. He's prevented Winstrike from gathering that man advantage. And so Winstrike are going to have to try and come into the B-bomb site with only 3 players. The utility is there. Molotov available as well, and they will throw it on in. Flashbang. All going in. Molotov again towards water. I think Norbert has just spotted problem fall back inside of Graffiti. I think he's passed over towards the left. Edward close by as well. So this is most definitely going to be a kill on a problem. Great flashbang. Great team play there. And Edward will take away problem, putting it into a man advantage for the T side. Only one man advantage though. And there's still a chance alive for the CTs. It's not completely over, but I think at this point, with no kit alive, the time ticking so low, Winstrike have really sunk themselves deep into the B-bomb site. It's probably more realistic just to save these guns. As Gospodarov has an AWP, you won't be able to afford that in the next one if you lose it here. And why not just carry it on over into the next and see how much impact you can carry over. It will be Winstrike salvaging an AWP themselves. Oh, Jackpot was actually relatively close to that. Oh, rip. And watch their teammate fall. And that will be a round for Winstrike. The answer right back after the 1 win from Warthox. Up 6-1 on the T side. And the scary thing is, the side that we seen was actually really strong from Winstrike was on Overpass was their CT side. And in particular, Edward and Bondik locking down the A bomb site. Seven couldn't get anywhere near that bomb site when Edward and Bondik were locking it down. So perhaps we'll see more of that coming up a little bit later on, because that was definitely some great Counter-Strike to watch. Flash goes over towards long. Edward makes sure they can peek beyond this, and they will go around the corner. Player up on top of the flower bed will decide to fall off, or has to fall off. More so told what to do at this point. Warthox have brought the double up setup into play. The only weakness really in the terms of weapon areas, of course, that MP9. Jackpot managed to grab an AK after the bomb explosion at the end of round number 7. A line getting boosted over the top, wanting to try and find an advantage, but it's actually Bondik who will get that advantage for the T side as he finds Mincy inside the middle. Gospodarov is here with the AWP, will find Bondik, takes him apart, and now it's a 4v4. A minute left on the clock. Flashbang will go over the top from Jackpot, and that's going to prevent the peak. A line will be brought back over towards middle. 50 seconds left. for him to play with. Utility going in towards a B bomb site. It's going to be Jackpot taking away a line. Jackpot will fall. And it will be a 3v3. Edward has got the Molotov. Gospodarov has the angle. AWP will go in. Edward will fall. Norbert able to find the trade. And it's back into a 2v2 now. 25 seconds left on the clock. The bomb will start to get planted. Norbert covers off the left. That'll confirm the bomb plant. That'll confirm that Winstrike will keep the lead here. And Problem will try and get his way back in. But having the advantage, Winstrike have the edge. But Problem, there's the kill on the Kvik. One more man still to find. And Norbert has played it perfectly. He's ran back. He's hiding behind the wall. Pulling Problem away from the bomb site. And the kill, it will come through on the Norbert. Problem plays it well. And how does he pull that off? The MP9 gets it done. And it was looking so likely there that Winstrike won that. Norbert looked like he had done it all. The Problem comes in and makes it happen in the 1v2. Well, Winstrike, I'm going to put multiple players outside of the B-bomb site. I'm starting to send the troops on in. Norbert leading the charge. You will have the AK-47. He looks towards the sandbags. Molotov will force Problem into the open, but Norbert will pick up the headshot. The man advantage is on Winstrike's side of things. As Norbert goes through the smoke, he'll look towards Heavy. Jackpot is there, and Norbert will hit the headshot. That's a two-man advantage for Winstrike. Kvik goes towards Water. There will be Gospodarov just in the back lines, in behind the wall. Bomb planted. Bondi will start to rattle the shots and spray through. And Winstrike will keep themselves afloat yet again. This is a big part of finding success, is just allowing momentum to be built up in your opponent. If Warthox find that one and they find another after it, they haven't really been able to do so. They haven't been able to win a couple of rounds in a row and then build off of that. Winstrike has done a very good job at sort of, if they lose a round, they're good at answering back and making sure they win the next one. And because of that's really kept the economy low of Warthox and kept the momentum low of them. Flash will get one on to Edward on the exit. Mincy gets one on the Lion. As long as they keep the T-side economy modest, then Warthox will always have a chance to compete. I'm assuming this could be more technical problems, so hopefully it's not team speak again. Hopefully this one doesn't last too much longer. I'm gonna put it to a standby screen just so I can see what's going on and if we have problem or two. See? So someone's talking about League of Legends. So yeah, it's a technical pause for TeamSpeak yet again, but this time it's for Warthox that are having the problem. So hopefully that is resolved rather quickly. We're going to go to a short break, ladies and gentlemen, but when we return we will have the rest of this map coming up between Winstrike and Warthox. Just memeing. They're ready. That has to happen at the exact time we're going to go to a pause. Brilliant. Well, we are ready to get into it again, ladies and gentlemen. That was literally the worst timing possible. But we are back into things. It is going to be 7-2 for Winstrike. Warthox not too much left in their bank accounts. They have got a couple of weapons saved over. Let's see what impact Gospodarov can have in that AWP. With the likes of Jackpot, who's been rattled down to 42 already. Goes towards water to try and find an early fight, but they'll have to fall away with it. It'll be Winstrike most likely trying to win the half here already. Confirm themselves in 8th round. And we'll see if they can get that. And we'll be Mincy to start things off well for the CT side though. The Lion will be picked off. No answer just yet, but there it is. Norbert, very quick to answer indeed. Through the tunnel. We'll take away Jackpot. And that is going to be into a 4v4. 1 minute and 5 seconds left as Edward starts to bring himself to attention. Flash will go off the wall. A peek around the corner. Winstrike wanted to make sure they pull this one back if they want to give themselves the advantage, and Norbert could be the man to do that as the headshot comes in towards the barrels. Trade comes in from Problem though. He looks back over towards Monster as the push from Winstrike coming in. It's Problem with another. Problem's doing so much. They stand a chance because of him, and Gospodarov has just pulled it right back. Man advantage for the CT side. Edward looking for a way back in towards the B side. He has to get the bomb. 25 seconds left. Gospodarov. The smoke is allowed to cross from Edward. Flick nearly there, but Edward too quick. Last man standing is, of course, Mincy, and he looks to try and pull it off. Edward will be finished, and that's another round on the board for Warthox. That is not a run they should have won, and Winstrike let it happen. How many times have I said that? That's a run that Warthox should not have won, but Winstrike let it happen so many times it feels. Winstrike have had a couple of weaknesses, but they want to change the pace. They want to get in towards the B-bomb side right away. And Flash will say no. He's the gatekeeper, and he wants to hold on for as long as possible. He only gets the... Well, he gets 2 kills. He's traded back, though. Only 2 for 1. He will get... bomb site now as Norbert will take away Problem. Winstrike trying to get the bomb planted, but it's a good haul from the CT side. Gospodarov will do his best, but he's been finished. Jackpot will get the kill on the Edward, and now it's a Lion. Deagle versus 2. It's a nice effort here from Winstrike. Lion can still pull this off, but the angle's held by Jackpot, and it will be the pickup coming in. Warthox will find 4, and they are competing here on Overpass. Starting to look like Winstrike starting to build up that lead that we're seeing sometimes get out of hand. But it has been the answer from Warthox. They have found a way into the start of this. And if they can keep this up across a couple more rounds, they could definitely think about finding a few more here against Winstrike. They don't have too much brought into round number 12, that's for sure. Winstrike here. Mincy will take away Norbert. Gospodarov gets Kovic. Mincy with another, and Gospodarov will be there onto Edward. Million finished off, and a clean stand for Mincy, who gets 3. Well, coming into this one, Winstrike will get their buy again. It's AKs. Utility is there. SG, they act like the long range weapon. Luckily, there's no open play for Warthox. They have decided to keep most of their SMGs and rifles in play to see if they can get a bit of a bonus going here. A little bit late in the game for the bonus, but Edward's got 2. Oh, the spam coming in as well towards short. Imagine if Edward pulled that off. Third kill would be nuts. That would have been one of the plays of 2019 for me, at least, casting them. It will be Norbert's lining up the rest of them coming in from short. This has been a quick one from Winstrike. It's all on Mincy to try and pull it off. He'll walk towards the Lion, who's coming in from long, and the SG cannot land the shots. This is actually Mincy to shut down a Lion and give himself a slight chance into this one. But I think the save call is going to be made. He is up towards the A-bomb site. There is plenty of money in the banks of most of the players here. In particular, Minsu, who can just save this rifle over, drop it to perhaps the likes of Problem or Jackpot that don't have as much built up, and you can donate that to them. Will be a 8th round here for Winstrike. They will win the half, and coming in from the T side, that's pretty good already. But of course, you know, this is a map we've talked about Winstrike's success on it. We talked about how dominant they have been on it. They obviously want a little bit more.
Terrorists win.
Well, round 14. It'll come up. It's penultimate round of the half. It will be Warthox here with their buy AWP in hand of Gospodarov and the rest on their rifles. Winstrike again lacking the AWP, but Gospodarov is going to go early towards middle. He might be lacking the op as well as they're pressuring him. They're trying to get in, and there's the kill onto Gospodarov. Mincy gets the trade, but it's not long lived. It'll be Winstrike 4v3. Now that they've got that, they can slow the pace a little bit. A Lion with a great Molotov. Brilliant. Not an excellent Molotov at all. Comes back and lands in his face. When Winstrike can afford to slow this, they can start to think about their play a little bit more. Jumping across, Flash has made noise. Winstrike know there's a player or two still inside of the B site. And so this makes their A approach slightly easier. As Norwood is trying to sell the fake, trying to keep them on B. He will close the door, and here comes the attack from Winstrike. There isn't going to be much of a defense here for them to deal with. And the bomb will be bringing itself over towards the toilets. It's actually gone back. It's going to go through connector. It wants to attack in towards B. They'll sell the fake on A. That's caused the rotation. And now here comes the actual push. It's in towards B where they will find themselves at the end. Problem, the only player really close enough to cause any problems. And it will be one. Flash and Jackpot, they get a couple of kills as well. And the bomb has only just got planted. How's this happen? How's Bondik nearly dead? And it's out of nowhere. Literally nowhere. Warthox will pull off the win. And that'll be 6 on the board. I thought Winstrike had that one in the bag for sure. They made the right call to go back towards B. But 2 players die. Another one from Problem. That is weird. That is not a round that I expected to see come through. And Winstrike going into the last round of this half. Perhaps a little bit gobsmacked on how they lost that one. They will have to get themselves the AKs, the SG in play, along with a MAC-10 from Norbert. Edward will bring in the AK-47s as well. And this will be it. We'll have to try and get this. And there goes the smoke over the top. Flash buying in as well, and it's going to be Flash to try and hold on here as they come in towards him. That'll be one. Trying to get the second, but Kvik will finish him off. Kvik looking for another. There it is. Looking for another one. This would be perfect. It's the triple kill. Kvik has done it on his own. He has pulled Winstrike into this. Pulled him by the ankle, screaming through this rod. And Jackpot and Gospodarov are left in a 2v3. They made the impossible happen in the last one. Can they do it again here? As Kvik will sit in the water pit. As Norbert picking it up. Gospodarov finished off. And it's Kvik to close it with 4. 9-6 half coming in from Winstrike from the T side. They'll be happy with it. They could have got more. But I think they just have to look positively towards the second half. The CT side is where we've seen Bondic and Edwards shut down that A-bomb site. We've seen the light just be pretty dominant on the CT side. And they've got the individuals there. And a good sign is that Norbert's here to play. He's top of the scoreboard. He was relatively quiet, I would say, on the first map. But he is here to play now. And we shall take a look at those odds brought to you by GG.bet. Close indeed here on Overpass. No one really knows where this one's going. Winstrike though, it just feels to me like they have the edge. Feels to me like Winstrike have got the edge under their belt, but it is going to be a push from Warthox. They have to try and get this pistol. They have to try and get the first round of the second half. What is that? The line waiting for the flashpoint goes in back first. Peeks around and gets the kill. And it will be a shutdown from Winstrike here. Flash the last man standing. It was looking pretty chaotic there on the B-bomb site. But they make it happen in the end. Flash trying to pull it off on his own. Over towards the connector. He will get Edward, but Kvik will drop him shortly after. It's 10-9. Double figures reached for Winstrike. They are now only 6 rounds away from the CIS minor. This round, I'm almost scared to say it. This round should be one for Winstrike. The amount of times they've lost rounds in this game that they should have won is just unreal. So, Winstrike, this round will be theirs. Maybe that will change things. Maybe we'll be a little bit more confident about it. There's a line sitting back towards Long, losing the long range. That's a great headshot. Flash just loses his skull immediately. Does anybody else want some? I'm gonna have to come on towards the lion. But they're not going to go there. They'll decide they'll just leave him alone. Instead, they'll start to put a couple of players back inside the middle. And that's where multitudes of them will be arriving. The line's just sitting there again, exactly where his crosshair was left. It's Bondic getting one. The line will assist. Bondic finished off along with Edwards, so it's all on a line really to shut this down. He's got the quad kill. Well held on the A-bomb side. Bondic the only player getting anything done bar the Lions. So 11-6. Only 5 rounds now for Winstrike. That's all they need to take it to the CIS minor. Warthox have made them sweat a little bit across this best of 3. This could be another one of those scenarios where they get their heart rate going. It's the AKs being purchased out from Warthox. What have they got prepared for us on the T side? They're going to have to show us something. That'll be the nade going out towards middle. That's a smoke covering off the vision. Early damage done on the Kvik, who's been dropped to 49. Gospodarov. Well, he will be looking for an early pick, but it's a Lion that'll find the man advantage this time towards connector. Play towards long in the last. This time with AWP wants to play a little bit more proactively, and that's something you can do on Overpass, is get the CT aggression going quite often. You know, generally you'll see it thrown in every now and then, but on Overpass you can do it quite consistently. Will be Jackpot off towards long. And it will be the smoke heading on over. And there'll be a minute left on the clock to play with. Flash is going to be here. But they kill onto a Lion. It'll be a 4v4. Gospodarov swinging through mid. And need to be careful here, Bondic. 20 HP. He is going to be finding the backside. Edward has rotated on in, gives away his position as well, but he still gets the kill. That's the silver lining, but Kvik has been dropped inside of the connector. Warthox have got the man advantage. The kill comes in on Norbert, and Edward is last man standing. He will be heading back over towards B, and that's where the bomb's gonna go. So Edward, has he really made the right call here? This is actually mental. He's right towards CT, perhaps expecting to save here, but Jackpot will pick him off, and that'll be 11-7. Warthox will pick up their first round of the second half, and Winstrike don't have too much money in the reserve, so this one should be an 11-8 round for Warthox. Should be coming up. One towards A log, the line will be peeking. Flashbang goes around the corner. There'll be a line just sitting here with a headshot. There goes Flash. Will be Bondic with a pickup here onto Jackpot. And the man advantage is doubled here on the CT side. Mincy trying to swing open that door, trying to get in from behind. There's a kill onto Norbert that might bring it back a little bit further. And it's got Spadarov. He has been arriving over towards the B-bomb site. He has got that AWP. And he has been impactful across the series for them. He has to do it again here as the bomb will get planted. It's Mincy to confirm that. The man advantage is still with Winstrike, but the bomb has been planted. The site is theirs, and the post plant will make it difficult for Winstrike to hang on to their advantage. So it goes over towards the site. Mincy just holding in below, waiting for them to walk over the top, but Problem's got the headshot on the Bondic. Kvik and the Lion, they're not going to pull this off. There will be another round on the board for Warthox. 11-8. As predicted, but Winstrike made it a little bit closer than perhaps first expected at an eye test, but there will be 11-8. Round 20 coming up. Winstrike again, not expected to get too much done into this one, so that should allow Warthox up to 9. And this is where things start to really get scary for Winstrike, because they will start to lose a little bit of the lead that they had, a little bit of the confidence they perhaps had due to the buffer. We'll have to try and wait until they get the rifles out and show us what they're made of. Try and make a statement against Warthox, because this is not over yet. Warthox can still make this minor. And that is absolutely mental to think about, considering they're a team that, coming into this, no one would ever have expected to be in this position. Molotov goes on over the top, flashbang there as well. Jackpot, he will be blinded as he peeks around the corner. Norbert is close on the stone. A line has taken the earlier damage, dropped to 31. Here's just the pistols for Winstrike. They'll all be inside of water. AWP from Gospodarov looking for the pick on a Bondic who will cross over into the AWP. Bondic has been dropped. Man advantage there for the T side. Mincy will start to make his way through connector. Kvik opens the door wide. There's the kill from Mincy. And now it's Edward, Norbert, and the Lion into the 3 versus 5. Here comes the push. Problem will pick up Norbert. Another kill from Problem. Good stuff here as well, as Edward will sit there into the 1v5. Bomb planted easily enough here for Warthox. And Edward will sit up on top of the A-bomb site. Hot in his heels is Mincy. He's also got Jackpot there to assist him if they want to hunt away at this. And he's not really got anything. I don't know why they would want to hunt him, so I think they realise that, and they're just going to sit back and chill. 11-9. Paul's coming in. I'm sure this is Winstrike. They definitely need it. They've kind of lost that sort of momentum control they had over this game. Well, as we get into it, the score is 9-11. Winstrike here on the CT side need to show us that they really want this spot at the minor. Warthox are hungry. They're up and coming in the CIS region. They need some experience, and this would be a perfect time for them to be at a minor to really show themselves off. But Winstrike, they're a team we want to be there. You know, they're a team that have a good fan base. They've got a great organization, some big names on them. It'd be good to see if Winstrike could do it. It will be the nade going in. Smoke follows up behind it. That'll smoke off the archway. Alright, the monster, shall I say, the monster tunnel. Flash goes in. There will be problems. Starting to rattle shots, and that's Kvik falling. Edward was boosting his teammate over the top to see if he could spot anything, and it has not really amounted to too much. There'll be a kill from Norbert coming on through. Probably able to get Norbert as well. So it is into the man advantage still with the T side. Can they hit double figures? This would be absolutely unbelievable if Winstrike do not make it. I don't know what would be more unbelievable. Either Warthox making the minor, or Winstrike not making the minor. Gospodarov hits the shot on the Edward, and all I know is looking good for the T side. It's going to be 11-10. Molotov goes in towards the B bomb site. Utility goes in as well. And this is where Warthox want to get it done. They run in towards B. At this point, Bondic and Align have no other option but to save these weapons. They're nowhere near the B bomb site. And really, there's not enough cash left in the bank to not save these weapons. So this is going to be 11-10. Warthox keep going forward. The T side will pick it up. Bondic and Alliant. They do manage to save their weapons though. So that's at least something. It's important that they get the save. Winstrike don't have a whole lot into this one. It's mainly the weapons they saved over and a couple of upgraded pistols or some Kevlar. The money that's left in reserve will be used into the next one to get a buy. It really has to come down to crunch time, doesn't it? Most likely we'll be seeing an equalized scoreline. And then that's when Winstrike has to show us the team that deserve it. Otherwise, Warthox will have done the business, done the damage, and look to try and get that spot. Though, the boost not really working here. Elian jumps up on top, gives away his position. It's Jackpot to take that. Gospodarov takes away Bondic, but Kvik will stand tall on the B-bomb site for the meantime. Only manages the one kill. And so Edward and Norbert are now into a 2v4. And the hold off the side is Jackpot will pick up a slong spray eventually on the Edward through the wall. And now Norbert is going to be into the 1 versus 4 himself. Yeah, he's got the AUG. He'll be making his way back through heaven. The spam is coming in, and Warthox have kept 4 players alive. That's good for their economy. That means they can build up some extra cash, start to feel relatively confident. Oh my god. What is this? I haven't seen this before. Well, he doesn't have a gun. He also just zooms in and slightly more blurry. Interesting. Norbert he will be finished off towards heaven. And that is 11-11. Some people say to make a wish. CT timeout coming in. It's definitely important here for Winstrike. It's their first tactical timeout, so perhaps this is really the first time where they felt stressed, I would say, because, you know, I did say about how they had such a dominant performance against the likes of Seven here at Overpass. The CT side was a strong affair between Edward and Bondic being able to hold it. Well, Bondic's been very quiet. He's been a very lackluster asset to the team. 9-14 he's currently on. Edward has been a little bit lighter than Bondic, but again, hasn't really been at the level we've seen him at a couple of days ago. And so Bondic, he will have to step the level up if he wants to get the team over the line here. It will be the Molotov being used up. Smoke will follow in behind it. And here they go. Winstrike trying to get themselves back into the lead. Warthox trying to grab the lead. Gospodarov takes initial damage through the wall, dropped to 68 HP. Winstrike have the health advantage. Gospodarov nearly falls. Jackpot nearly drops Bondic. Both teams really tussling here at the start of round number 23. They want to find the edge, some sort of advantage that will give them the edge over their opponent, and neither of them have found that just yet. They found opportunities, but haven't been able to take them just yet. Still equal. Still a stalemate between the two teams. Just over a minute left. Winstrike still hold the bomb sites, but it looks as though Warthox want to get it done in towards B, where Kvik will stand tall. He's been the difference for them in quite some times. You know, he's been there this time. Last map, he was there with important runs as well, and Kvik is holding on. He gets the 2 kills, and it's looking good for Winstrike. If they can hold on, it will be the lead yet again. But problem, he's got the headshot off towards Norbert. He's got a follow-up teammate coming in as well. Smoke will cover off the middle of the site. Edwards arrived in the rotation. Alliance there, but Mincy nearly gets enough, but Align will finish him off, and that will be 12-11. Winstrike will reclaim the lead, and they are now 4 runs away from that minor. Smoke goes in towards Monster. Flash will go on through. This will allow Warthox to bring multiple players over towards middle. Want to bring their troops up here. Utility is in their back pockets. I've got a Lion and Bondic already inside of the toilets. 3 down on the B-bomb side itself. Molotov goes in behind the smoke. That'll prevent Bondic from extending beyond it. Now the flashbang seems to be arising. There will be 35 seconds left. What have Warthox got in their head? Where do they want to end this round? Round 24. Winstrike trying to take 13. They haven't given anything up. No mistake yet has come through. It's all on to Warthox. The map is their oyster. They're going to run in towards B, but a flashbang is in. It's Kvik again with the early advantage, but Problem will step in and get the trade once more. He might just extend upon it for Warthox as he's walked in towards B. Bondic's picked up a kill on Jackpot. Another one from Edward. 7 seconds. Not enough time, but the bomb has been planted. A Lion, he will be on his own. Gospodarov's pulled off 2, and it has to be the 1v2 clutch. Mincy holds the angle. Walking through the smoke is a Lion, and this is it. Mincy tries to get this. Surely a Lion cannot pull this off as Gospodarov gets the triple. It'll be 12-12. The scoreline is again even, and Winstrike are struggling. Warthox have brought the fight time and time again, and this team are showing great tenacity on this map. They show that they will not give up, and they keep going at Winstrike. Another tactical pause coming in. Winstrike currently sweating a lot more profusely at this point. 4 runs away. Warthox from the CIS minor for the StarLadder Major 2019. Winstrike. They've got a brand new team. They've brought in a Lion, Edward. Since the last major, I believe Bondig has been added as well since then. Obviously, new faces to the team. Gonna take a little bit of time to set up the system. There have been a lot of mistakes here. They have got the signs of life in terms of the individuals, but it still hasn't been enough to get them over the line. 4 runs here is all that Warthox need. 4 runs for Winstrike as well. But now that Warthox are in the driver's seat in terms of their buy, it's more favorsome to them. Winstrike, it's only the pistols. Kevlar alive on 4 players. The Lions decided to not go for that because he wants to get the AWP in as soon as possible. Warthox start to drag most of their players off towards A long. This one's been a close affair across all 3 maps. You know, round after round, there's been a round 1 by Warthox, Winstrike win 1 back. It's back and forth and scrappy. And that's what you want in a Counter-Strike game. You want it to be close, you want it to be competitive. You want to be on the edge of your seat for as long as possible. Until you go too far and fall off. And there goes Flash. Elliot will be the first man to fall for Winstrike. The bomb will get planted by Flash. And that will confirm at least the advantage here. I think this might just be the round as well. Winstrike, they're not really getting too much done. They're going to go on the big flank in from behind, but they'll all be hiding inside a T-spawn. They will save whatever they have into the next one. The Kevlar, the CZs, the utility that they've got, they will carry that over and allow Winstrike, should I say, Warthox to be up 13-12. They're only 3 runs away now from taking themselves to the CIS minor. It's just mental. I keep saying it so many times because it's just unbelievable that Warthox are this close to taking the minor. When I seen them in their opening game against Gambit youngsters and I seen them get tossed around and toyed with, I did not think it would even be possible for them to make it here. I thought they were just a team that maybe performed well in the open qualifiers, got here to the CIS closed qualifier and get a chance to show what they're made of. And damn, they have shown what they're made of. They are 1 step away of taking themselves to the minor. They only need 3 rounds, but here comes the buy. Winstrike have brought the double up setup. It's a line on the AWP. Kvik as well. 3 Augs in play. Utility available to the CT side. Warthox just need to play their game. They can't afford to turn it around. They cannot afford to just play scared and change up what they're doing just because Winstrike are possibly in this with a buy. So Warthox have come into it with a default. They'll send 1 player on his merry way through connector to gain information now. 2 off towards A long. The Lion will be jumping across. He will be spotted. He will get the information that there are a couple of players approaching through the long position. I'll pull a rotation away from the B bomb site. You can see 1 player that was playing towards Heaven. That currently is Edward. He'll be brought back over towards A. And in fact, Warthox are not going to commit just yet. They are dragging players over and setting the map up and making sure the pieces of the puzzle are in the right positions. Eventually they will commit into a bomb site, and there is under a minute left to play with now. 50 seconds to be exact. And this has to be a big push from Warthox. 2 players inside the middle. It's going to be a Lion. Bondik. Currently sitting in here in mid. Mincy is starting to make his way through. Bondik's in one of the most overlooked positions in Counter-Strike. A Lion has picked up Flash. Problem moves in towards the B bomb side and gets 2 kills. That should cause the quick rotation. They can come over to B. A Lion gets aggressive, drops jackpot. That's the bomb. That's a big problem, but it's been recovered. They can get down towards the connector. Bondik, he was the gatekeeper, but he's been dropped. It's into a 2v2 as Edward's able to pick up 1. A Lion steps in. It's all on Mincy, 28 HP. And Winstrike, a Lion might have just bailed them out of it. 3 kills, no time here for Mincy. And they're running away. A Lion has done it on his own. No time for the bomb plant. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be 13-13. A kill from Edward, 3 from a Lion. And that is Winstrike slipping into the game again. Could have very easily gone either way there. Warthox were in a pretty good position with Problem opening up the B-bomb site. 2 kills coming in there. Winstrike probably felt their heart rate rise, but luckily Edward and a Lion are on the server because they got themselves 4 kills. Only 3 runs away. Winstrike. Yeah, I've got utility. To losing 2 players though. Kvik only has an MP9. Norbert as well. Warthox technically have the better buy here. They could still take the lead. I think this one would be more devastating as well. Norbert, smoke goes in towards Monster. He plays close to it as well. 1 minute on the clock. Warthox this time are going to commit in towards the B-bomb site. If they had done that last round, they would have found a round win for sure. There's Winstrike tossing the utility in. Flashbang. About to come off the wall. They've rotated 3 players over here playing close inside of the site. Edward, Kvik, Norbert. They have to try and get it done. The problem is there's only 2 MP9s. 1 rifle here. And 1 rifle is AK in the hands of Edward. As the push about to come through. Here's the flashbang. Norbert lines them up, gets 1. Problem, he will step in, but it's Kvik with another. Edward with the AK only manages to get the 1 kill, and he is finished off. It's into a 1v2. The man that saved him in the last round has to do it again here. A Lion looking for the clutch. 15 seconds. He's up inside of heaven. Mincy has his eyesight right on that, and a Lion will be finished off. It's 14-13 here for Warthox. Only 2 rounds away here from the CIS minor. Winstrike's money is in the bin. They can go for a half buy here. They can get a deagle, an upgraded pistol. They can save for the next one. That has to be the call right now. A CT timeout coming through. Winstrike need to talk over what's going on right now. This is not what they want. This is not what to be expected. Warthox, are they about to pull off one of the best upsets in the CIS minor qualifiers? We've seen them already. In the earlier stages, 7 eliminating Prosto, but this one would be bigger. Winstrike falling to the hands of Warthox. Problem, Mincy, and Gospodarov leading the way. The front men of Warthox. Winstrike. That's been Norbert. 20 kills on the top. And below that, Edward. It's not been a poor performance across the board individually speaking from Winstrike. Just been a couple of team errors that have cost them. Well, here it is. Round number 28. It is going to be Warthox up on 14. They want to bring themselves to map series and minor point. There's a headshot from Jackpot. He's able to take away a Lion. 4 players remain here for Winstrike. Edward is going to be up inside of the toilets. The T-side start to bring their attention in towards the B-bomb site. There's currently only 1 player there. It's only Norbert, the only man standing between them and the B-bomb site. It's a stack through mid. Jackpot will take 1. Lines up 2. Kvik able to get it down on the deagle, but it's a 4 versus 2 now. Jackpot getting the 3 kills pretty much confirms the round win here. And it will be the kill coming in. Mincy able to drop Norbert. Kvik into the 1 versus 4. And Kvik makes his way back towards long with the picked up AK. He wants to scavenge that into the next round. And the time will tick slowly away. This is going to be such an important run for Winstrike. Warthox, they want to get to the miner. It is not a map point. Series point. His problem confirms. They'll only need one more. Warthox on the precipice of taking one of the biggest upsets in the qualifier. From this line, Winstrike, with names like Bondik, Edward, Norbert, I kept going to say, Elian, Kvik, stopping these players from getting to the miner. Instead, you'll see Mincy, Flash, Jackpot, Gospodarov, Problem, not names you're too familiar with, but you will be. These guys have got a lot of skill. It will be the flash buying. They want to get it done. A fast B rush to try and change it up. It's got to be a hold here from Winstrike. They have to get it done as they come on in. No kills picked out for the T side just yet. And they've rotated pretty quickly here, Winstrike. A good answer. A lot of Molotovs keeping them at bay. They will disrupt the attack. And it is going to be a 5-man versus 5-man defense versus the attack of 5 players. They start to come on through. Edward holds in the other end of the Molotov. It is going to be Kvik and Norbert starting things off. Edward able to get one as well. It's Flash and Gospodarov left into the 2v4. Can they get it done, or will it be another run for Winstrike? Flash gets the kill on the Bondik. It has to be the 1v3. Edward's got 2 kills inside of the site. And now Flash stands tall. He will get Edward. Now one more to collect onto Norbert, but it won't happen. Norbert will pick it up. 15-14. This is the miner for Warthox, or it is going to be overtime. Either way, it's going to be impressive. Either way, Warthox will be proud of themselves and should be proud of themselves. His Winstrike, it's not over yet. They still have one more chance. In regulation. It'll be the Flash deploying in towards Monster. I'm sure the tension is building. The excitement in Warthox right now. Thinking, we just need one more to make the minors. To go to Berlin. And it will be a charge straight up middle. It is going to be the first face. The Lion picking it up. Jackpot gets the trade. Warthox trying to get it done as they run in towards the A bomb site. Winstrike have to fully rotate in. It will be the troops coming through. A Lion towards the back of the bomb site. The Molotov burning him away. He's gone. It's looking good here, but the CTs have the advantage. Just pull back. Flash gets a double kill. And it's all on Norbert. He has to save Winstrike just to get it to overtime. Warthox about to pull the upset of the CIS miner. With Norbert in behind, the smoke down, the bomb has been planted. He's got to pull off the retake. He starts to come in. It will be the Molotov going deep in towards Bank. That'll prevent Flash from assisting Gospodarov, but Norbert has so many angles to check. He'll throw the smoke onto the bomb. This is not looking good for Norbert. He'll have to go for the stick of the defuse. The spray coming through. He's dropped low. He wants to kill, and it's over. It's Warthox who reached the CIS miner, and this is absolutely incredible. What an upset it is. Winstrike are the team that doesn't make it, with names like Edward, Norbert, Bondik, Kvik, Elian. It's Warthox who make it there. And this is going to be one of the best days of their Counter-Strike careers as they do make the minor. They will be going to Berlin, and we'll get to see them in action competing against the best of the CIS teams to see if they can make it to the major. I'm looking forward to seeing these players in action. Watch out for the likes of Mincy, Problem, Gospodarov. They've got the skill to prove. I'm looking forward to seeing them play in that CIS minor. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go to a short break. We will return with the final game of the day. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath, I'm sure. It's going to be Unique versus Not Bad.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.